Imagine a life where, as an adult, you wake up in the morning, you rush to the shower, put on your best clothes, get outside, catch the bus, jump in the metro, spend 8 hours in an office with people you don't even like. You have deadlines to meet, reports to deliver, results to achieve, the pressure's on. You go back home, you're frustrated, you're exhausted. You want to feel better about yourself. So you go to the freezer, grab a bucket of ice cream, sit down on the couch and watch Netflix all night, hoping that tomorrow will be a better day. But when you wake up, you find out that your life is on repeat. You do the same thing day in and day out for 40 plus years. Now you're retired. You look at your life and realize that you're very mad at yourself because you spent all your life existing and not living. Is there a solution to this dilemma? My name is Sandy Dupont, and today I will be talking to you about fire. We're not talking about the fire that keeps you warm. We are talking about the acronym Financial Independence Retire Early, FIRE. I will be telling you what is fire, why Latter-day Saints should pursue fire, and how can we achieve fire. As a Latter-day Saint, you always dream of serving couple missions with your spouse. You want to travel the world and do humanitarian work, spend unlimited time with your family and children, grandchildren. But after working for 40 plus years, your health is declining. Before you know it, it's too late. You are diagnosed with the unimaginable. You cannot fulfill your dreams. You waited too long. You have procrastinated the days of your enjoying life on earth until it is eternally too late because you dedicated all your life to your 9 to 5 job. In these next steps, we will explore how fire can be the solution to this dilemma. Let me tell you the story of Christina and Ahmed. It's a couple who lived in the San Francisco Bay Area. They discovered fire and decided to work hard to reach financial independence and retire early. They both worked for the federal government and managed to save 70% of their income. With the equity of their first home, they bought a second home and later a third home. So they used the equity of both homes to buy the third one and they rent all of it out. And this way they were living free while somebody else was paying all three mortgages. So now they keep their job and they also had passive income on the side where they did side hustles. Because of that, in 8 years, they had different sources of passive income coming in and they decided that they would be retiring at age 39, which they did until today, where they moved to Portugal, live with their two daughters, and are still living on their passive income and enjoying every second of life. Just like the church teaches us, with fire, you live below your means, way below your means, in order to aggressively save so you can invest that money. And you focus on making passive income and you do side hustles while you're maximizing your profit and your savings while you're working full time. So now how do you do it? Well, followers of FIRE plan to retire much earlier than traditional retirement age of 65 by dedicating up to 70% of their income to savings and investment while they're still on the workforce full time. So usually when you reach approximately 30 times your yearly expense or roughly $1 million, they may quit their jobs and completely retire from any form of employment. You invest that money that you save in ETFs and index funds in the stock market and real estate to continue to receive passive income. So to cover their living expenses after retiring at a young age, fire devotees usually make small withdrawals from their savings, typically around 3 to 4% annually. Both during their working years and in retirement, fire followers aim to reject excessive consumption and enjoy a simpler lifestyle. None of this, of course, would be possible without a budget. So it's very important that you start a budget. As Latter-day Saints, achieving fire in your 30s, 40s, even your 50s give you the freedom to spend quality time with your family. You can serve missions very early, as soon as your youngest leave the house. Imagine the amount of time you could spend doing family history work and temple work because you don't have to be at a 9 to 5 job. So now I'll give you some action steps that you can take to help you go further and achieve fire faster. Well, you can start today with a plan to achieve fire. Second, you create a budget and stick to that budget. You cut all unnecessary spending, invest that money instead. You get out of debt. You join a fire community in your city or online. You follow YouTube channels and blogs of people who have achieved fire. I recommend Our Rich Journey. That's Christina and Amon's YouTube channel I talked to you about earlier. You can read books about fire. I recommend a book called Quit Like a Millionaire. You can also consider to retire abroad where your retirement money can go further. When you receive a raise from your employer, don't just go out and spend that money, but invest that difference instead of increasing your spending. So today, we explored what is FIRE, how we can be financially independent and retire early. We saw how it is very beneficial for Latter-day Saints to pursue FIRE to help them grow the kingdom of God. We achieve fire by living below our means and save and invest aggressively towards our early retirement goal. Thank you. This is my audience.